Hello, my name is Mrs. Overish, and this is Math Mania for 1st and 2nd graders. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Let's learn something new in math. Today we're going to be talking about partitioning rectangles. All you need is a piece of paper and something to write with. It can be a pencil, a crayon, a marker. It doesn't really matter today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First, we have our I can statement. Our I can statement today says, I can partition rectangles into 2, 3, and 4 equal shares. All right, let's break this apart to make it just a little bit easier to understand. So first we hear that word partition. Does anyone know what that word means? If I'm going to partition a shape, what does that mean? Well, when we partition something, we break it into groups, or we separate it into groups. So I'm going to write separate into groups. So I can separate into groups, okay? So I can separate a rectangle into 2, 3, and 4 equal shares. And equal shares is just making sure that there's the same in each part. So if I'm breaking something into a group, if I'm partitioning something, I have to make sure that it's in a group that has the same in all of them, right? So same in each part. All right. We also hear that word rectangle, and we see our rectangle down here on our chart. And our rectangle we know has 4 sides, 4 angles, and all of our lines are straight. And on our chart today, we see 4 rectangles broken apart into 4 different groups. I have equal shares at the top because I'm showing you 4 rectangles that are broken up or partitioned into 4 equal shares where they have the same in each part. So my first one is just whole, right? I haven't broken it apart at all. So I see a whole. Sometimes we might see this just as a 1 or 1 whole. Then right here, our next one has 1 line down the middle. I notice that both sides have exactly the same. And this is broken into halves. Sometimes we might see this written as a fraction for 1/2, and we say that 1/2. Now, what we know is 1/2 is if I were to just color this one side, 1/2 of my rectangle would be colored. All right, and then 1/2 not be. The next one we have is thirds. So we see it's broken into 1, 2, 3 pieces. They're all equal, they're all the same. We sometimes see this as a fraction of 1/3, or someone might say 1/3. Now, again, if I were to say color just 1/3 of the rectangle, we would just see one part of it colored. And then the last one is 4. So it's broken up into how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4 equal shares. And we see our fraction sometimes as 1/4, or you might hear someone say 1/4. Again, if I said color 1/4 of your rectangle, you would just color one piece of it. All right, now let's go ahead and get our piece of paper. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. We're going to play a game together today. All right, on your piece of paper, on one side of it, you're going to write the word equal. And you can write it right smack dab in the middle. You can write it at the top. You can write it at the bottom. You can write it at the side. It doesn't really matter as long as one side of your paper says the word equal. I chose to write mine in green because we're going to show this side anytime something's correct or equal. Sometimes green often can mean go or good. And then guess what's going to be on the back? Not equal. So I have not equal on the back. Again, I wrote it in red because sometimes that means stop or no or bad. So we have not equal, and this is the side we're going to show when something isn't right. So go ahead and get these words on your paper. Again, one side says equal and the other side says not equal. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our game. All right, for our game today, I'm going to hold up some rectangles that have been partitioned into equal shares, and some of them are not in equal shares. You at home are going to decide, is it equal or is it not equal? And you're going to show me that side of your paper. All right, I'm gonna mix up my cards so they're all out of order. So some of them are gonna be equal and some of them are not equal, and we don't even know what's coming. All right. So here's our first one. Let's see if you can do it. Is this rectangle partitioned into an equal share? If so, hold up the equal side. If you don't think so, you're gonna hold up the not equal side. All right. Hopefully everyone's holding up our equal side because this is partitioned into an equal share. Whoop, whoop. And this is a partitioned into an equal share. If I said to color 1/2 of it, we might see these words 1/2 or this fraction 1/2. Maybe I'm covering 1/2 of my shape right now. All right, nice job. Let's try another one. What about this one? What side are you holding up now? All right, this is the not equal side. Our shape was not partitioned into equal spots, even though, equal shares, even though we see four parts on our shape, they are not equal. These two are way smaller than these. So that is on the not equal side. What about this one? You're right. This one, again, is not equal. It kind of looks cool. I kind of wish we could color it, but this is not equal. All right, let's see if we can try another one. What do you see here? Are the parts equal? Yes, they are. This one is equal. And if I were to have you color one part, you would be coloring 1/3 of our shape. Nice job. All right, what about this one? Equal or not equal? Let me see it on your paper. That's right, not equal. Let's try another one. How many parts do we have? Are they the same size? Yes, they are. They are equal. And again, if I were to say color one part to this shape, you would be coloring 1/4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal shares. All right, what about this one? Equal or not equal? You're right, this one is not equal. All right, what do we see here? How many parts is it broken into? You're right, it's broken into 3 parts. Are they the same size? Yes, they are in 3 equal shares. If I were to say, color this middle share for me, you would be coloring 1/3 of our rectangle. All right, let's try another one. I'm switching them around because that one was kind of weird. Here we go. What about this one? This one looks a little different. Yes, I am trying to trick you. We have 2 shares. Are they the same size? Yeah, they are. They are the same size. So they are equal. Even though our line is maybe going different than what we normally see it as, it's not going right down the middle or right down the middle this way, it is still breaking apart our rectangle into an equal share. So this one is equal. If I told you to color one part of this, you would be coloring 1/2 of your rectangle. All right, let's try another one. What about this one? This one also has a diagonal line. And it also has 2 parts. Are they equal? No, they are not equal. All right, what about this one? Can you see that? I see 3 parts. No, I don't. I see 4 parts. That last one down here almost tricked me. Are they equal? No, not equal. And then our last one. I had it upside down. What do we see here? How many parts do you see? Are they equal or not equal? You're right. They're equal. Nice job. Again, if I asked you to color one part of this rectangle, you'd be coloring 1/4 of the rectangle. All right, nice job. You guys did such a good job at that game. You really knew when something was in equal or not equal shares. All right, now we're gonna really put it to the test here. You're gonna take your piece of paper that says equal and not equal. I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. So now you have your piece of paper that says equal and not equal that we used for our game earlier. You are going to try and fold it into 3 equal shares. So the best way to do this, I think I've shown you before, is to kind of wrap it up like a little burrito, right? So we roll it, if I can do it, and we roll it, and as soon as they look about the same, we crease it in the middle and just crease it down our sides. And when you open it back up, you have 3 really nice parts to it. And what you're gonna do with this is on your page that says equal. So I kept mine on my green side. You are gonna draw me 3 rectangles. So they don't have to be perfect because we might not have a straight edge at home or something to trace, but do your best to try and make them look really neat and nice. All right, I'm gonna draw my 3 rectangles down at the bottom. Do you have your 3 rectangles? All right, this is what you're gonna do. I want you to break them apart into our different shares. So our I can't statement was today was to show that you can partition rectangles into shares that have 2, 3, and 4 parts. So we have 2, 3, and 4 parts today. So I want you to show me that you can divide this rectangle into a rectangle that has 2 equal parts, a rectangle that has 3 equal parts, and a rectangle that has 4 equal parts. And then I want you to take this page and show someone in your house how you know they have equal shares. Do you want an extra challenge? All right, I knew you would. For your extra challenge, I want you to turn your page over to that not equal side. And on that not equal side, you get to kind of do something fun, right? You're gonna draw 3 more rectangles. Again, they can be at the bottom, at the top, doesn't really matter. And this is where you are gonna draw rectangles that don't have equal shares. So this first one, you're gonna draw 2 definitely not equal shares. This next one, you'll draw 3 definitely not equal shares. And the last one, you'll draw 4 definitely not equal shares. And I want you to then explain to someone in your house how you know that these definitely are not equal, right? Not equal for that big red. All right. Again, I can't wait to hear about your equal rectangles that you drew, and maybe if you wanted that challenge, the ones that are absolutely not equal. All right, that's all I have for you today. I'm so glad you came. Again, my name is Mrs. Overish, and this is Math Mania. I'll see you next week.